And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me today in my latest episodes. If you want to stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool daily news, make sure you hit the subscribe button, put your bell's notification on as well, and to stay tuned on all the latest Liverpool FC daily topics day in, day out as well. But first off, we've got two stories. Nabil Fekir, we'll talk about later how he has been unsettled coming from the Lyon head coach. I've got the quote and what he describes the the French international being disrupted by Liverpool's bid all those months ago, and what his thoughts are on the player and how he's going to really settle into the French side's campaign in Ligue 1 this season. But firstly, we can talk about, and probably why you've clicked on this video, Liverpool reject a takeover bid from cousin of Manchester City owner Sheik Mansour. This has come from the Daily Mail. I've tried to pick out the best bits out of the story anyway, so in the description after the video, go and check it out in the full entirety anyway. But I want to know your thoughts about this story and about the Nabil Fekir one as well. Interesting about FSG in general. Are you happy with their current investment over the last 12 months? I feel they've done a fantastic job, but we'll go into the story now. It talks about the cousin of mega rich Manchester City owner Sheik Mansour tried to buy Liverpool an audacious $2 billion bid, according to reports. Sheikh Khaled bin Zayed is part of the ruling Abu Dhabi family and was said to have met Liverpool owners Fenway Sports Group over a period of months in late 2017. He was said to have proposed a huge takeover of the club, according to Daily Mail. That deal would have made it the most expensive takeover in the history of football. The report goes on to say he was ready with a $2 billion valuation, taking on a minority Chinese investor and more money with a hedge fund included. The valuation was placed on the club before they reached the Champions League final. Liverpool are adamant that the club is not for sale, although they are looking for a similar investor deal to the one Manchester City made with Chinese consortium CMC. The investor was for $265 million and brought CMC a 13% stake in City. The club released a statement insisting the deal broke down before Sheikh Khaled and FSG majority shareholders John W. Henry and Michael Gordon met. It goes on to say, as quote, FSG have made it clear and consistent the club is not for sale, but that the ownership has said, again clearly and consistently, it is under the right terms and conditions we would consider taking on investor if such a partnership was to further our commercial interests in specific marketplaces and in line with continued development and growth of the club and the team as well. So it's very evident that the club are very much open to the possibilities of receiving investment into the club, which is great to see, because investment into the playing staff, investment into the Kirby Academy as well, which FSG are very much doing in the pipeworks. That's getting sorted, which is great, but investment is key for FSG, and they're looking for a lot of avenues to really invest into the whole structure at a football club. With this deal, it is interesting that they were in talks, but from what I can get this story anyway, they were looking to maybe potentially bring in an offer of and this $2 billion. Most clubs in the Premier League, as we all know, with the Sky Sports deals and the packages and the BT Sports and the whole football brand in terms of television rights is worth so much. That's why a lot of investors are wanting to get their hands on Premier League football clubs. We've seen it with a whole host of championship teams. Obviously, Aston Villa, one of the latest teams to get taken over. Wolves, by a big consortium as well. Manchester City, obviously the main ones, and PSG. It'd be interesting. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on this story. As always, I've said that, leave the description in the full entirety of the story. It's a good read from the Daily Mail, and it's great to see. And there was another report back in last October, just a little touch on Liverpool owners reportedly turned down a $1.5 billion offer to buy the club from a consortium led by Ahmad Stakhali. So there is active buyers out there that are reportedly looking to invest into Liverpool, but I think FSG are very happy to get investments like Manchester City, where, as we talked about before, investments, if it helps them and it benefits Liverpool Football Club, that we're able to put as many good players on our starting 11 and invest heavily into our infrastructure and the playing staff and everything, then that's all good for Liverpool, and it's good in the long run, everyone. So let me know your thoughts on that story. Going on to the Nabil Fekir, devastated after missing out on dream move to Liverpool. So the head coach of Lyon has come out with quotes, and I've got them now. He said that Nabil Fekir has been very much affected, as quoted by the head coach of Lyon. It is very easy to accept this kind of situation when you are very near to signing for a club where you wanted to go. He said, where you want to reach another level and to give a boost to your career. But as I said, it could have been worse for him. He is at Lyon, at a strong club. He is the captain of a team who plays in the Champions League. This could be a very important season for Nabil. I haven't seen any attitudes or signs that make me think he won't live up to his role as captain the way he did last season. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on this. It's the man that was more or less forgotten until I brought his name up to you anyway. But let me know your thoughts. I think it will be a case of, bit like Virgil van Dijk and Naby Keita, Nabil Fekir, Jurgen Klopp. He's done it in the past, hasn't he? Everyone, he wants players, and I highly doubt, we know his injury record and everything, whatever happened in that medical, we might find out in the future, but we don't know now. We know rumours, but it could be something completely different in terms of medical or financial. We don't know. But the history tells us Klopp, if he wants a player, he gets him eventually. Like Virgil van Dijk, like Naby Keita. If he has to wait 6 or 12 months to get Nabil through the door, Jurgen will get him through the door, everyone. But let me know on both of those stories, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this episode, make sure you smash that subscribe button, put your bell notifications on as well. And as always, you'll never walk alone, everyone. Cheers.